Maester Seymour's plan is flawed in many, many ways. We all know at the Meeham High operation, High Road, Maester Seymour decided to cover up the teachings of Yevon, and the church was lying to everyone. And by the time you get to Mount Gagazet, you find out Seymour had murdered his father. That's how he became the next Maester. And essentially, he had died, and Maester Micah and the dead were ruling Sphera. They kill Caoch, and they go after the Ronzo. Maester Seymour's plan was he would become Sin and destroy Sphera and end the cycle. So the thing with that and how that works, he would have used Yuna, because Yuna summons the final Aeon, and of course, you know, the Aeon merges with Sin after you defeat it. And why that's happening is because Yevon's inside there. The very person that sacrificed themselves became Sin. It becomes its armor. It fuses with the next Aeon. And this happens every 5 or 10 years, because we all know there's a calm effect afterwards. That's what they call it, the peaceful time before Sin reemerges. You know, they know in like 5-10 years they're gonna have to combat it again. And that's with Maester Seymour's major flaw in his plan. Because say he does become Sin, like somehow if he defeated Jet or whatever, he became Sin, it would take 5 to 10 years for Yevon to mend the Aeon, which would be him, to become the next Sin. And he can't control Sin within it, because Yevon, as we know, is very jealous and would consume Seymour. Seymour would not be able to beat Yevon. It just wouldn't work. Because every person, the final Aeon, becomes possessed by Yevon, becomes the next armor of Sin, and slowly lose their mind. Jet was only there for a while, so he didn't become a rampaging beast. Seymour, for a time, would be plotting his destruction, like, okay, I'm gonna attack Pavel, blah blah, all these things and stuff like that, and I'm gonna rule Sphera and stuff like that, and break the cycle, and rule everything. Okay, well dude, you're gonna lose control to Yevon. Yevon's gonna take you over. And before that, people, there'll be new summoners before you even have a chance. That 5 to 10 years between the Comlands, it takes a while for Yevon to assemble the new armor around Sin. It's not overnight. It's not a couple weeks, not a couple months. We know it's several years. Like I said, the span of 5 or 10 years. So it's like the next wave of summoners will be ready to combat Seymour as Sin. Those are the multiple reasons why Seymour's logic had failed. He could not break the cycle. He would not rule over Sphera. It would end. He would be destroyed by the next summoner. It probably wouldn't have been Yuna, because his plan would have been to use Yuna. And then the next Sin would be reborn, and there you go. So, Seymour, your plans are wrong, and they will fail. This is Raven's Bloodlust. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel on Twitch and YouTube. Thanks for watching. Alright, now let's get to the meat of that.